State Governor, Governor Akeredolu, and some of his counterparts across the country have called for urgent restructuring of the country as well as fair and equitable treatment of states in the distribution of resources by practicing true fiscal federalism. So what has been holding us? Why is it that we are not practicing that federalism, that fiscal federalism? What is the problem? Why is it that the people are just waking up now, especially those who are elected? They call them constituted authority. Why is it that they are just waking up? Because believe you me, if you do the right thing, it's just like a parent. If you do the right thing for your child, he will not complain. He or she will not complain because he knows that he got your back. He knows what you can do. You can defend him at all times. But a situation whereby you are not there for that child, or you are not there for that person that you have a relationship with, definitely the person will lose hope. And the person begin to fight for himself or herself. That is exactly why we are having agitations here and there. Nobody wants stress. If you are saddled with the responsibility of the people you are supposed to take care of, they will just, whatever you say, they will know that you have their interests at heart and you are going to do the right thing for them. So my question is that we say we are federating unit, and yet it is not being practiced like that. And some people are somewhere are saying some people are causing problems. If separation or secession is too far, then what is the problem with restructuring? Akeredolu, who made the call on Friday in a statewide broadcast to commemorate the 2021 Independence Day celebration, called for urgent restructuring of the country to reflect the diversity and address the various misunderstandings and heights of rates of criminality in the polity. The governor said the current system adopted in the country did not encourage ingenuity. He said, it has become imperative that the current structure be tinkered with in a fundamental way. It is no longer sustainable. Our country is blessed abundantly. There is hardly any part of this vastly endowed space that should not be self-sustaining. This land should not be a place where hunger, poverty, and a general sense of lack predominates. We must be bold enough to interrogate why these challenges appear perennial. We must not shy away from the reality of our diversity, which should ordinarily be a source of strength, but is gradually become an albatross. The state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria appear independent normally at present. Our people must thrive under a system which recognizes their God-given talent and promotes unique initiatives. All federating units must be less dependent on the federal government for basic survival. In Bayelsa, the state government cancelled a march past it had organized to mark Nigeria's 61st independence and the state's 25th anniversary, although no official statement was issued on the abrupt cancellation of the event. Gathered that the decision was prompted by security reasons fueled by the Buhari must go protest that rocked Abuja in the early hours of Friday. But the state governor, Doye Diri, in an earlier statewide broadcast, had called on the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, to be fair to the state and the Niger Delta people in the distribution of resources. He urged the president to adhere to the principles of federalism and ensure that amendment to the Petroleum Industry Act reflected fairness and equity for the region. He said, today we are marking our silver jubilee as a state. The significance of these twin events falling on the same day must not be lost on us. It is absolutely fitting and auspicious that Nigeria and Bayelsa State share a common birthday. I appeal to the president to ensure that Bayelsa and the rest of the Niger Delta are fairly and equitably treated in the distribution of resources, particularly by practicing fiscal federalism and the amendments of the Petroleum Industry Act recently signed into law. Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, says Nigeria as a nation has performed abysmally for 61 years and it's time to quickly muster measures to rescue it from the wrong direction it is headed. The governor gave the charge at the March Past and Parade events in commemoration of the 61st independence of the country held at Sharks Football Stadium Port Harcourt on Friday. According to him, the worst happened to Nigeria with the military incursion, and the country snapped and set itself on the reverse course because of the unpatriotic pressure and frustrations that were exerted. Wike said democracy was dismantled as a result, and the fiscal system was distorted with politically inspired balkanization that divided the country into inequitable, un, unviable and dependent states and local government areas. However, the restoration of democracy in 1999 after a protracted and bloody struggle and sacrifice again raised so much hope about the future of Nigeria and the aspirations of our people for a better deal from the government. All of them are saying the same thing. All of them are saying the same thing. Restructuring, restructuring, restructuring. The question is that how did we get to a stage where you have to be talking to a man? If we are systemic, or we have a system in place that we ought to have been following, I don't think we need to be begging anybody, because we just have to follow through, follow suit according to the laid down principles. But a situation whereby power is just being given to only one person, or one person is being made so powerful, all in the name of the president. And that is why you see that impunity is just the order of the day. And like I'm asking, I was asking, and I'm still asking again, why is it that, yes, why is it that we have to be begging and begging, oh, do this, do this? We have a laid down principle, regulations and principles in place, but nobody, they won't do it. Go the other way. Restructuring, restructuring. Oh my goodness, these are the things that the Northerners do not want to hear. But I don't know. Let us even assume, let us agree that we are practicing a unitary system of government. Let us assume that, because, or let us agree that, because you can't be saying this is what you are and you are doing something else, and you want a different result. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What I see in the north is that same distrust they had for Igbo because of Biafra, now they also has it for all South because of that. Oh my goodness. So then who is fit to hold that position? Who is fit to hold that position? That is the question people are now asking. Who is fit to hold the position? Restructuring is not the problem. The issue is the money given to state governors to develop their state go straight into their pocket. If it is lie, let them come out and swear by their forefathers in Nigeria and see the results. But with restructuring, there will be an accountability. Of course, there should be accountability, whether by state or by whatever. But let us practice what we say we are. It is not justifiable for the fact that you say, oh, each of the states should do this, should do that. It is not justifiable. When you talk about a state policing, you talk about what is happening in your state, you have to take permission from the presidency. And if the presidency does not like your faith, sorry is your name. Let us practice what we are talking about. Forget whether we have to hold the state governors responsible. Are we practicing true federalism? No, that is not the question. But what are we bearing as a people? What are we known for? They will tell you Federal Republic of Nigeria. And what does it mean? They don't want to talk about it. Let's call a spade a spade. The only option is restructuring. They don't still want it. That is where we are having problems. They don't want it. They don't want it. Buhari will never call Nigerians together to address national challenges. He has his own agenda that is not of building the nation. And some people are going about he's borrowing money and doing a infrastructure that yet the face of the country has not even changed. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let us have your take on this. Thank you.